are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Although I just warn you, I've hurt my foot this week, so I might not be able to do quite all of the exercises. So if you see me
Okay.
not doing something, that's why.
Like hobbling. Oh, it's nothing too serious, I hope.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it just hurts a bit, particularly when I'm standing on tiptoes. So I won't do those ones.
Okay, no problem. Well, I think we're going to start on the mat 'cause we did a lot of
Oh,
standing work last week. So I think you should be fine because most of it
oh,
will
great,
be on the mat.
great. Thank
My
you.
pleasure. So we've got, hi Siobhan, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. We've got Susan. How are you doing, Susan?
Yes, having a bit of a pain day with it today. I've got, going back tomorrow. So, I'll be glad for it to be on the mat.
Okay, yeah, it's on the mat, so don't worry. Problem solved. So just take it
Yeah.
easy. Shout me if you need me, okay? And we've got Min. Hi, Min. How you doing? And we've got Shaman. How are you, Shaman?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Dimitrina, how are you?
Hello, very good. A little bit busy like Monday, but it's
Ah,
okay.
back,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
back to work after a lovely weekend.
yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Liz. Hi, Liz. Good to see you. And Emily, this is our first class together, right?
Yes, hello, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. And have you ever done Pilates before, Emily?
I have a few years back, yes, but not
Okay.
really, not very much of it, but a
Okay.
little bit.
Don't worry. Don't worry at all. And if you have any questions, you can always just give me a shout. Okay.
Yeah.
And we've got Anita. Hi, Anita. How are you? Good. And I've got Jane. Hi, Jane. No problem. I got your message. So as long as you can see me, that's the big thing. And just pop something in the chat if it's urgent. Okay. And if anyone else wants to pop their camera on as well, and then we will get started with everything. Okay. So we've got pretty much everyone. And we've got Anne as well. Hi, Anne. Could pop your camera on unless there's an issue. Right. So everyone, we are going to start down on our mat. So if you want to have a cushion, they're always a really good prop to have. You can pop it underneath your head or underneath your waist, particularly if you get discomfort when you're lying on your front. So that's a really good little prop. So, and I will keep my eye out in case anyone pops in. Let's start lying on our back. So the first exercise, make sure getting down on the mat is just as important. We want to try and roll onto our side and then roll onto our back. And especially when we're doing abdominal work, because we're not curling up, sometimes the neck can get a little bit tense. So popping something underneath the head can just take away some of that neck tension. So we're going to start with some nice gentle pelvic curls. So let's just talk about our alignment on our mat. Let's get our breathing synced up with our abdominals. So I just want you to pop your hands on your stomach. Your feet want to be hip width apart. Your tailbone is going to be really, really heavy. Okay, so you want to feel your tailbone on the mat. Your lower back is soft. So all that means is you could just slide your fingertips underneath your lower back and there's that little curve, that little lumbar curve. Ribs are touching the floor. Shoulders and collarbone are open, hands on our belly. And you can close your eyes and I want you to just take a couple nice deep inhales and big exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Really nice. So these breaths, they want to be really deep. They want to give us an opportunity to just concentrate, focusing on our body, forget about anything else that's happened that day. Nice. Hi, Anne. Nice. So we're lying on the mat to start. Oh, sorry, Anne. I can't hear you. Hold on. Hi, Anne.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hold on a second.
I have fractured vertebrae, so I don't think that I should be doing these exercises yet.
You've got a current fracture at the moment.
Yes, I had surgery 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So I'm going to say that maybe if you don't feel comfortable lying on your back and I mean, 3 weeks is quite early. I would say that maybe this class isn't going to be right for you at the moment because the majority of it is going to be on its back. Normally, I would say okay, but I don't really like to work with people unless they're, at their 6 or 8 week stage. And have you been cleared to do their exercise? Just because I've got everyone in the class who are very patiently waiting.
Don't spend any more time on me. Just get on with it. I think I need to wait another couple of weeks.
Okay. Well, do you know what, Anne? Just watch, listen to what we're doing and do whatever you can. And I'll try and give as much. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So, sorry, guys. Close your eyes. Let's get breath and body connected. Okay. So, when we're taking those nice deep breaths in, ribs swing open, exhale. We want to imagine it's like we've got a little belt tightening around our waist. So we breathe in, ribs swing open. Exhale, we breathe everything out through the mouth and you gently tighten that little invisible belt which connects breath to abdominals. You're going to give me one more here. Big inhale. Exhale. Waist narrows, abdominals gently contract. Good. Really nice, guys. So on this next one, just place your hands down by your side. You're going to take an exhale, close that little gap between your back and the mat. You're going to curl your tailbone off the mat just a few inches, and then you're going to roll your tailbone back onto the floor. So we've got a mini pelvic curl. So exhale, waist narrows. I press my back into the floor and I curl my tailbone up. So I'm pulling my pubic bone towards my belly button and then I roll back down. And I just want you to do a few of these. And really it's to get your breath working with your abdominals and to create that nice scooping action of the tailbone, which helps us to engage through the front of the body, the pelvic floor, and into the bottom, as well as lengthening the lower back. So we've got really simple movement, but lots of nice things happening in the pelvis. Everyone's going to give me 2 more here. So you're going to scoop your tailbone, pull your pubic bone right up to your belly button, and then roll down. Last one here, exhale, scoop, hold, and come down. Really, really nice. So we've loosened up the pelvis. From there, I want you to reach the hand up towards the ceiling. So your palms are going to face each other. You're going to reach your fingertips for the sky and you're going to feel your shoulder blades come off the mat. From there, I want you to just take a big exhale and just drop your shoulders into the floor. So you reach your fingertips to the sky, shoulder blades come off the mat, and exhale, drop your shoulder blades into the mat. So it should feel like you're being picked up on a piece of string, somebody cuts it and you can drop it straight down. This is just to loosen through that shoulder joint. So we loosened up through the pelvis. Now we're loosening up through those shoulders. That's it. And drop. Everyone's going to give me 3 more here. Floating up and drop. Good. 2, lift and drop. Last one and drop. Good. So from there, I want you to leave your hands where they are. This time we're going to roll all the way up with our pelvis. So you're going to close the gap, scoop the tailbone, slowly roll up through the spine. Okay, once you've gone as high as you feel comfortable, I then want you to roll down through the spine. But as you roll down, try and touch your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling so the shoulder blades come off the mat. When your tailbone hits the floor, you can drop your shoulders down. So we curl up. When we get to the top, we roll down, but we reach our fingertips to the ceiling so that we get that stretch across the back, the shoulders come away. When the tailbone touches down, we drop the shoulders into the floor. So we've got a little combination of the two. We're doing a pelvic curl and those little shoulder drops. So we roll down, reach the fingertips, tailbone hits the mat, drop the shoulders to the floor. Good, everyone's going to give me 3 more here. So taking your time, no problem. If it doesn't feel comfortable to do both, you can do one or the other, either the shoulder drops or the little pelvic curl. So you've got those 2 options. Good, and the aim is that we want to open across that back and we want to mobilize through that spine. So it's really gentle. Good. Really nice. Lovely. Sinking each vertebra into the floor, or if we're dropping those shoulders, they want to feel heavy. Ooh. That's it, guys. Really nice. This is going to be our last one here, whether you're doing your shoulder drops or your pelvic curls or both. Good. Rolling. Drop those shoulders and then slowly place those hands down by your side. Really good, guys. So from there, let's do a little bit of abdominal work. We're going to close that little gap between the back and the mat. So we're really secure in our lower back. We're going to float our right leg to tabletop position. From there, you're slowly going to place your right leg down without changing that torso, without moving the spine, and lift your left leg up. And I just want you to give me 10 of these. So we're basically marching on the spot. And the aim is to isolate the movement in our torso, okay? So for the moment, I'm keeping my feet on the floor as I'm lifting and lowering. And that's to really make sure I understand where my back is, so there's no rocking or arching. My tailbone is down. That's another thing that can happen is the tailbone wants to lift up. So we're really supported and grounded through our pelvis. So you guys are going to give me a couple more here, really strong. You can even pop your hands on your tummy. Check everything's working. Feel what we're trying to achieve, right? What we're trying to work. And then if this feels easy peasy lemon squeezy, I want you to take both legs to tabletop position, securing the back on the mat. We're then going to lower one heel down at a time and then change the legs in midair. So it's as if you were kind of dipping your toes or your heels into a pool, like a little swimming pool. So we're just changing as we go. Back is secure the whole time. Upper body is nice and relaxed. Good. And we're going to do a few more here. So this is just to warm up our core. We can't do our traditional curl-ups, right? That's something we have to be mindful of because of those vertebrae. So we've got to work our abdominals by hinging from those hips. I want everybody to give me one more. Good. And then I want you to just hug your knees into your chest for me. Okay, so I'm going to show you one thing and it's really subtle, but it's going to make a difference in your core work, right? So I want you to watch me. There's a difference if I do this. Can you see this? I'm physically bending my knee and that is what's bringing my foot down and I'm not really moving my thighs. Or this, I keep my legs at a right angle and I reach my leg away. So I'm moving my thigh more, which puts more pressure through my abdominals, which means I've got to work harder, okay? So I want you to give it a go. Just give me 2 or 3 and try and see the difference, yeah? Think of, if anything, reaching your heel a little bit further away from you, and that should help you find that connection a little bit more. Good. Now, if you find that the lower back is arching and it's difficult to keep your lower back secure, then maybe you don't touch the heel all the way to the floor, but I want you to feel the difference between bending the knee and using the thighs to create that hinge. That's it, ladies. Much better. Really, really good. Hug those knees into the chest for me. Give the lower back a little release. Good. So now we're going to add some of those arms in to make it a little bit more challenging. So we're going to do our dead bug. So you have the choice. Let's connect our lower back to the mat and take both of our legs up to that nice tabletop position. So our back feels really secure. We reach our hands up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, shoulders relaxed. From there, you're going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm going right arm, left leg, I'm reaching them away. And then I bring the arm and leg back to center. And then I change. So you're going to alternate sides, opposite arm, opposite leg. Now the challenge with this exercise is to keep your back connected, to keep your ribs connected, so there's never any space between your torso and the mat. We want to feel that we're really strong, really connected. Now the further you stretch your arms and legs away, the harder the exercise is going to be. Good, really nice. And you can really stretch that leg out. Yes, lovely, guys. Good. Nice. Min, come back to the start position, hold it, and then go. So you come back to the start position, then go. That's it. That's it. Perfect. Come back. Good. That's it. So we really have to fight hard to keep those ribs connected, that lower back connected. Good. I want everyone to give me 4 more. So that'll be 2 more on each side. And it's, you know, good for your brain as well. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Once you've finished your 4, you can hug those knees into the chest. Give that lower back a little release. Brilliant, ladies. Okay, so everyone's feeling good with this one. Give me a thumbs up if it's good. We're going to make it a little bit harder. Yeah? Easy. Easy. So how do we make it more challenging? So we are going to take both legs to tabletop position. Back is secure, exactly the same. You're going to take both of your hands and you're going to place them on the front of your left thigh. So just on the front of your left thigh. And I want you to gently push your hands into your thigh and push your thigh into your hands. So we've done it before, right, where we feel a lot of abdominal engagement. And by pressing in, you're going to wake up that core. From there, your right leg, so your free leg, is going to tap down towards the mat and lift up. So we're pressing into our left thigh and our right leg is doing our little heel tap or our little toe tap. Now remember what we talked about. I don't want to see any knees bending. I want to see those thigh bones reaching away and back. Good. And I want everyone to give me about 4 more here. 4. Good. 3. Keeping that gentle pressure through the thigh so we know that core is switched on. Good. Last 1. Easy. Switching hands. So now your hands are going to go onto your right thigh. You're going to put that gentle pressure into it, and then you're going to toe tap the left leg down and up. Good. Lower and lift. And I want you to think tailbone is grounded. You're pushing into that thigh, and there's a little lift in your elbows, right? So that we feel the abdominal switch on, our back muscles switch on, and we feel really secure in this position. So Emily, keep the leg bent. So as you lower it, that's it, and lift. Good. 3 more here, ladies. Last 2. Really nice. Last 1. Good. Hug those knees into the chest. Little bit harder. You can give me like, yeah? It's an, Anita's like, no. Well, you know what, guys? If that felt like it was really hard, I want you to stay there and you're going to do that set again. If that felt easy peasy lemon squeezy, I'm going to make it a little bit harder. So remember, this is all, it's all in layers. Everything is about building up. Never feel you have to do the next stage. You can always do the exercise we just did. So we do exactly the same setup. Lower back secure, both legs in tabletop. Both hands go back onto that left thigh. But this time, instead of having our leg bent, we're going to have our leg straight. which means it's going to be harder to control. So we keep the pressure in my left thigh, I lower my leg down, I lift my leg up. Now, the bigger I make the movement, the harder it is. So if you feel, oh, I'm ready to straighten my leg, but maybe I don't want to make it that big, maybe I want to control it, then you can, yeah? There's always options. There's always modifications, okay? So everyone's going to give me about 8 on this side, okay? So you're either doing the first option, keeping the right leg bent, or you're going with the harder option where you're going to lower and lift a straight leg. Good. Nice. So Shaman, are you keeping the leg bent or are you straightening that leg? That's it. So just differentiate between the two. So you've got that really clear. That's it. Really nice. Yes, Anita. See, easy. Good. So we're pressing in. Really nice, ladies. Once you've finished 8, because we all started kind of different times, you're going to switch sides. So changing over. Good. Remember, taking your time with these exercises. We want to feel controlled. So when you switch over now, your hands will go on the front of your right thigh and your left leg will do the work, okay? Really nice. Gentle pressure. Keep your breath going. Good. That's it. Remember, if it feels too much or if it feels like you can't maintain your tailbone or your lower back, you make the movement smaller, you go to a bent knee. So there's always options. Once you've finished your last one here, you can hug your knee into your chest and you'll be glad to know abdominals are over. So people say you can't work your abs when you have osteoporosis. It's not true, huh? There's lots we can do. Good. Okay, guys. So from there, we are going to go into a bridge. So we've just done loads of work in our hip flexors. So let's open them out. You're going to put your feet flat on the floor, hands down by your side. Instead of curling up, I want you to press your hips straight up towards the ceiling and then press your tailbone straight down. So we're just pressing the hips up and down. So there's no rolling. We are hinging from our hips. Remember, folding in half and our spine stays in that lovely long position. So this means that we're going to work a little bit more into our glutes and our hamstrings. Whereas when we curl, we walk a little bit more into our back. Good. Now with this exercise, again, you lift as high as you feel comfortable, okay? It's about working at your own pace. Good. Nice, ladies. Up and down. Good. Everyone's going to give me 5 more here. Good. 4. If you cramp, don't worry. You can give the leg a little shake. Shake it out. It's normal. Lots of work through those hamstrings. Last 2 repetitions here, ladies. Good. Once you finish this last one, you've got the option. We're either going to stay on 2 feet, or if you would like to try a single leg bridge, we're going to take our left ankle and cross it over our right knee. So this acts like a little brace and it gives us a little bit more support. Hands are pressed into the mat, and that's important. Use your arms. Then you're going to take a big exhale, press your hips towards the ceiling, and then hinge from the hips and place the tailbone straight down. So now we're working into our right leg. So the foot that's on the floor, that hip is doing all the work, okay? Now again, you lift as high as you feel comfortable, and if you don't feel comfortable in a single leg, you can either pull the legs towards you and give yourself a glute stretch, or you can do both feet on the mat. So choose the option that's good for you. Everyone's going to give me about 4 more here. Good. Really nice. Nice and gentle. Lovely. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Really, really nice. From there, uncross the left leg. You're now going to cross your right ankle over. Press the hands into the mat. Lift the hips up off the floor and lower back down. Good. Lift and lower. Really nice. 6 more here, ladies. So it's just about taking your time, working at your own pace, and also knowing and listening to your body, so bringing awareness to your body, but knowing, you know, how far is your limit? How far can you push yourself, you know, whilst we're being safe? Last 2 here. Good. Last ones, and come down. Really nice. I want you to bring those feet and knees together. So put those feet onto the mat. Bring the feet and knees together. And from there, you're just going to gently take both of your knees over to the right, keeping your shoulder blades on the mat. Bring the knees to center and then rock your knees over to the left. So this is a gentle hip roll. It wants to be controlled. So what I don't want to see is that you drop the knees and the knees are touching the mat. If your knees are touching the mat, I can bet your bottom dollar that your shoulder blades aren't. So the reason that we ground our shoulder blades into the mat is they are our stabilizers, and it's our waist, our oblique muscles, that are controlling the movement. And we've got full control over our pelvis, because if we let our legs go, it becomes a big twisted position. And we want to avoid that excess twist through the lumbar if we can. Good, ladies. Perfect. You can even add a little head turn in there. So as your knees go in one direction, you can look the other way. That feels quite nice on those necks. That's it. Really nice. Moving from those waists. Lovely. Good, ladies. You're going to give me one more in each direction. Really gentle. Really nice to like loosen all the lower back. We've done a lot of hip work, a lot of abdominals today. Good. And then I very gently want you to roll all the way onto your right side. And then you're going to roll onto your front. We're going to finish with a little bit of extension. So this is to work the upper and lower back and strengthen the spine. So super important. So my legs are a comfortable distance apart, my elbows are bent, and my forearms are on the mat. And you'll notice that my elbows are about in line with my ribs so that my shoulders are away from my ears. Press your pubic bone into the floor, very gently, and then just lift your chest up, keeping your eyes looking down at the mat. Now that's important because it helps us to keep our neck in line with our spine. So I'm not pushing with my hands, I'm using the muscles in my back to help me lift and lower. And it's just very, very gentle. But these are the exercises that are super important. So if you find that maybe, you know, you spend more of your time with that rounded posture, lying on your back is a really nice way to decompress the spine because often gravity will open up the chest. So that's a really nice thing to do. So all those ab exercises that we did have a second function. And then these are the exercises that we want to strengthen. So to help correct that forward folded posture, to strengthen our back, support our spine, our shoulders and our chest. Good, ladies. Everyone's going to give me 2 more here. Really, really nice. Good. Really lovely. So once you finish this last one here, you can push yourself back to a child's pose. So you're going to have your knees nice and wide. You stick your bum in the air, you keep your spine really, really long, and you reach your hands forward. And the idea is that we want to try and sink our chest down towards the floor. And you just take some nice deep breaths here. Allow the back to open and release, reaching the fingertips as far as you can. Pressing the chest towards the mat. Good. Really nice, ladies. From there, you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet or your knees. You're going to put your best foot forward. Tuck your back toe under. Use that back leg to help you stand up nice and tall. Really good. Lovely. Taking your time. Good, ladies. Really nice. So from there, we're going to finish in our little Pilates V. So we've got our heels together, toes apart. If you can't rise up onto your tiptoes, you're just going to do your arms for me, okay? So we're going to lift up. Toes are going to come off the mat. Arms are going to come up overhead. So if you can't go onto your toes, you can still lift. From there, you're going to press down your hands, your shoulders, and your heels, but keep growing tall. We're going to do that one more time. Take a big breath in. Float hands, float heels, hold that balance. And come down. Good. Last one, lifting up. Lovely. If you feel confident and safe, can you maybe close your eyes for half a second? Can you open those eyes? Can you press down hands, shoulders, and heels? Big breath through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. You guys are all done. Short but sweet, lots of abdominals. If you guys practice anything, practice some abs and think it's good for you. It's good to open that back up too, which is nice. Yeah? Lovely. So I look forward to seeing everybody next week. And yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, just let me know. And I do my best to modify when and where I can. Good.
Thank you very much, Gemma.
Thank you.
My pleasure, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful
Thanks,
evening.
Gemma. Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Have a nice week. Bye.